What's up with it, man? Polo Sports Talking ENT here again with another one. Uh, be sure to hit that like, that sub if you're not a member of the channel, and also hit the notifications too so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos. Look, man, Kyler Murray just further poured gasoline on the fire as to why he's the front runner right now in terms of the MVP in his play. The Cardinals came in and dominated, absolutely dominated the Browns 37 to 14. And some of y'all might wonder, well, why are you doing this? Well, of course, we know both of these guys, they played at OU. When we talk about Baker Mayfield, who I still like Baker Mayfield, but hey, he got it handed to him. And Baker Mayfield is playing like trash right now. There's no question about it. And I gotta call it what it is, and that's what we do. We don't sit here and just because a player plays good and anything and everything, just automatically just give him his props and everything and exclude him from the smoke. That's not what we do here. If you're playing like trash, you're playing like trash, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna be on your helmet about it. No homo. Now look, uh, the Cardinals came in, man. It was already 5-0, and people were focused on the battle between, of course, Kyler Murray versus Baker Mayfield, in which last year Kyler Murray got the win too. Uh, they beat him 38 to 24 last year. Kyler Murray, man, was magnificent, man. He was 20 or 30 for the completion, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. I repeat, no interceptions. Okay, just absolutely dominated. While Baker Mayfield struggled struggled for the most part. Even 19 to 28, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, and one interception. You know, just did not do a great job. But people were wondering if he was gonna target ODB, and he actually targeted him. Some people might have thought they should have given it to him a little more, but nevertheless, Odell chipped in with five receptions, 79 yards. Uh, we all know what the elephant in the room is, but we can't make any excuses. They need Jarvis Landry right now. They need Jarvis Landry. I don't care what you say. He is needed on this football team, and it's showing right now. And the Browns are top five in the defense, so you would expect them to do a lot better against the Cardinals. But see, the Cardinals, what the people got to understand is that um, they got a tremendous defense too. They got Mayfield, Yeah, I know. I'm having some technical difficulties. Um, I'm back though. You know, like the thing about it is that Baker Mayfield he shoots himself in the foot instead of just playing football. Now Kyler Murray he talks his little trash too, but I mean you really can't tell because I mean he's picking up where he left off, and a lot of people had doubted Kyler Murray coming in. That's the thing. I knew Kyler Murray was going to come in, and they were doubting him because of his size. They were doubting Kyler Murray more than they doubted Baker Mayfield. But now you're beginning to see who's the better quarterback. You know, who's the better leader at this present time. He is in the MVP conversation. I mean, without question, he's the leader right now. Him and Lamar Jackson, I got both as the leaders. And the only reason I don't have Herbert in there is because guess who beat him? You know, guess who beat him? And that was the question. People wanted to know who was the better of those two quarterbacks because they were both in the MVP conversation. Now, you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And the Browns, man, they can't lose that. They can't lose the momentum. Uh, of course, I'm gonna take the Bills. Josh Allen is up there too. I'm taking the Bills, without question. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And trust me, I'm gonna get to that nail biter from yesterday. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about in that Cowboys game, and I'm gonna save it uh, for just a little bit later. But that was a nail biter. To me, that was the best game by far yesterday. That was the best game. That was the best game yesterday. You know. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna say too much about it right now, but we're gonna talk about that nail biter. But that Prescott is in making a case for MVP, and I've already said that Scrub Zero. Just the fact that the way that he came back and has been resilient from that gruesome injury that he came back from, that's amazing. The reason Josh Allen don't look good on paper is because they're blowing out teams. Well, no, I mean Josh Allen, he's still playing at an MVP level. Don't get it twisted now. Nah, he's still playing good. You got to think. A lot of people, a lot of people have sat up there and critiqued Josh Allen for some of the stuff that he's done. I mean, come on, man. Listen, he's coming off of a 315-yard, three touchdown and no interception at 139. How does that not look good? And on top of that, they played Kansas City. His numbers, his numbers are great. And then on top of that, the week before they faced Houston, he was at 350 yards with four touchdowns and no interceptions at 129.8. How does that not look good? That's brilliant. That's outstanding. And he's playing against the Washington. A lot of people can sit up here and say what they want about the Washington football team. They still have a defense that cannot be slept on. So yeah, his numbers still look great. Now against Houston, not so much because he had the interception. And his QBR went down a little bit, but he bounced right back. And then tonight, I have no doubt in my mind that Josh Allen is gonna come back and wreak havoc. Nah, they're not. I'm not gonna put them. I'm not gonna say they're terrible. I can't say that they're terrible. I got to disagree with you on that, Scrub Zero. They're not terrible. They got to do because they were. I forgot what they were ranked last year, but they were pretty solid last year. I'm not gonna say they're terrible though. Man, Nick Wright, man, dog, man, you listening to Nick Wright? Nick Jackson was overrated. So that goes the fucker guy. Nick, that's why I call his ass Nick wrong. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. Josh Allen is great. Okay, if Josh Allen is not good, right? Let me ask you something. If Josh Allen is not good, right? if Josh Allen is not good, how come he gets better every single year, right? Like I told you, I'm gonna go over and I'm not gonna go through all the stats, but let's just go ahead and go through everything. He started off with a QBR of average of 67.9, then went up to 85.3 the next year in 2019. Then in 2020, he went up to 107.2, and so far he's at 102.5, in which that's going to get better because we haven't even got through the whole season yet. He gets better and better every year, and on top of that, he threw for 4,500 yards last season. So what? How is he not good? And on top of that, the Bills went the furthest that they've have in quite some time. That organization is turning around. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, Josh Allen, and see, he's not the only one that said that. Slinky, he there's been people that have said that Josh Allen is out of control and all this other stuff. That's BS. Josh Allen, man, is one of the most composed quarterbacks that's playing right now. Right, exactly. And see, the thing about it is that a lot of people didn't even pay attention to the draft. The Bills were one of the teams that had one of the best drafts. I thought, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion, and the Lions too. Now the Lions, the thing about it with the Lions, see what y'all got to realize about the Lions. All of their most of their secondary are rookies or first or second year players, if I'm not mistaken. And see, that's only gonna make them better. You see what's happening with Dallas now. You see what's happening with Dallas now. They got criticized, they were talked about, and all this other stuff. Listen, man, and they got a rookie as a linebacker that's doing damage in Parsons. Yeah, they don't. Well, they don't have any. Scrub. See, that's the thing. It's looking like that right now. But as soon as you know what? As soon as the Lions get it together, they're gonna be a great team because they're just young. The only thing that's hurting them is youth. And Goff, I don't know what the Goff is proving that he was kind of the problem in Los Angeles because you see Matthew Stafford. I know some people don't like Matthew Stafford and think he's overrated or think that his it's Sean McVay that's drawing up everything, but Matthew Stafford is still a decent quarterback in my eye, and he's playing good, man. Listen, if you go out there and you execute and you're managing the game, you're doing your damn job, man. Like everybody wants you to be. Everybody's not gonna be. a Pat Mahomes or a Lamar Jackson or even at this stage right now, Dak Prescott or Aaron Rodgers or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? There are some people. Listen, Tom Brady is a game manager. Well, Slinky, I feel like this. I disagree. I know what you're saying. To me, it was the Bills. It was the Bills first. No, actually, it was the Patriots first. The Patriots first. They made the blueprint. Then it was the Bills because it was the Bills last year. Even though they ended up beating the Bills or whatever, but they still saw. They was like, look, uh, Pat Mahomes can be contained. And then, of course, in the Super Bowl, I think the Super Bowl kind of exposed, like, because you got to remember, Tariq Hill, he lit us up earlier in the year. I mean, absolutely destroyed our secondary. But then they said, no, 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 we're gonna put the clamps on them, and I think that's what they're seeing now. It's not Kansas City's defense. It's not their defense. I mean, their defense got somewhat to do with it, but it's not as what much as what people are saying and what the media is the driving force. Even Patrick Mahomes has said that. Hey, Scrub. Oh, you talking about the Giants? Yeah, man. Ah, man. Uh, that's they need an overhaul. Scrub Zero. I think I already told you that when we were on live before. Yeah, that's a good analogy right there. Yep, you're covered too. And the thing about it too is that everybody thinks that Richard Sherman is out there to be Legion of Boom, Richard Sherman, and that's not what he's out there for. He's out there to give advice to the younger secondary. You know, but I absolutely think that we're not playing up to our potential. Yeah, we got the win and everything, but we're not playing nowhere near our potential at all. And we're not playing at a championship level at all. So I don't know what they're talking about. But man, I thank y'all for pulling up this morning. Scrub Zero, Slinky, YouTube, man. Um, Make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe, also hit them notifications too. And until then, man, it's Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment, man. And I'm gonna get at y'all later with another one. More football talk coming up later. All right, I'll get at y'all later.